Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Fandom Fights. I got a good one for you today. We got Brigit Colwell going up against Brandon Cohen. Brigit's been here for a while now, actually. I still feel like Brigit's new, but she's not. She's been here for a while. I think I've gone through 3 different homes in the time that Brigit has played this game. What does that say about me? What does that say about Brigit? I don't know. You tell me. And then there's Brandon, who's new this year, jumping into Fandom Fights, teaming up with Nazario in the video store v video store today. Nick, we're also in the video store. What do you think about that?
I think you've been through 2 homes since Brandon started playing. Possibly. Feel like it.
No.
Maybe. You don't know. Anyway. I'm excited. Today is not Friday, nor is it the 13th of the month. Yet Tim's here lying to all of us.
It's true. I'm very sorry about that.
I'm excited for this match, Tim, because both of these are very fun people.
Great. Okay, then let's get into the promos right now.
Hey, yo, my name is Brigit, and here I am with Nazario. I know what direction things are. What's up? I think this is my 3rd year in multiplex entertainment.
They still call you new. That's good.
I'm just so young and fresh, I guess. I've not been through 3 homes during my time here, but I have been through universities, so that's pretty epic. I'm excited for today. It's been a while since I played a match. Ready to have some fun and answer some questions. What's up?
Brandon is the one you're playing today. Don't worry about it. He sucks. He tricked me. He pretended to be good, so I would join him in a team, and then we lost the match. So, no worries about it.
Sounds good. We're going to knock him out. Pow, pow. Bam, bam. That's all I have to say.
Man.
Thank you. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's all.
There you go.
Thank you.
Brandon!
I've been found out. You found out my whole strategy.
Okay. We know you had your history playing against women. It's not good.
Not good.
So now is the time you have to change that.
I'm a feminist. What can I say?
Yes. Remember, apparently they do watch superhero movies.
Yes.
And they are able to be champions in fandom.
That happens. Yeah.
So I really don't know what to say. Try to win.
I'll do that. I don't always do that, to be honest, but this time I'm feeling like a good
shit. I don't care. I'm getting a win either way, so let's go.
That's true.
Nick, if there was one word you could use to describe Nazario Montenegro, what would that word be?
Zesty.
Mine would be Panama. Felt like it fit. Let's get into it, starting with round number 1. Nick, how is that going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the question, they'll have 15 seconds to write down the answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope.
No.
Your first question will come in the category of scores and soundtracks. And your question is, which Marvel film soundtrack features the songs in... I'm sorry, let me start again, because I suck. Your question. Which Marvel film soundtrack features songs including Maximum Effort, Back to Life, and Going Commando?
Did you ever play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando?
No, didn't know that. That was a thing.
This is a good beer.
They made a Ratchet and Clank movie, right?
Yeah, they did. They did make a movie, yeah.
They did that, and I had an argument with someone about how, at the time, I was like, video game movies aren't good. And he was like, well, what about Ratchet and Clank? And I was like,
Pens down. Pens down. Brigit, let's go to you first.
I didn't get a chance to finish, but I was going to say one of the X-Men ? But I have
not totally wrong.
Not a correct answer.
Brandon.
Deadpool.
Deadpool is correct. So your next question is going to come in the category of horror icons. Who plays Freddy Krueger in the original A Nightmare on Elm Street? So this is a honey brown ale. And I am enjoying it in a promotional glass I got from working at the theater for The Hitman's Bodyguard.
What about The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard?
Pinky out.
I also worked at the theater for that movie, but I do not have a
Does The Hitman's Bodyguard have a wife?
2, 1, pen down. Yeah. Let's go to Brandon.
Robert Englund.
And Brigit.
I wish I knew.
Robert Englund is correct. Nick, what's next?
Your third question comes in the category of James Bond. How does the henchwoman Mayday die in A View to a Kill? We'll take a general answer. What?
General answer?
Oh, is that the word Nazario would use to describe himself?
Woke? No.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not. 5.
He's backstage laughing and saying that.
2, 1. Pens down. Brigit.
Great question. A gun?
And Brandon.
She falls.
Both incorrect. We're looking for an explosion.
Ooh.
Fall during an explosion.
Your next question is in the category of American Spies. Name both American Spies characters whose name appears in the title of an American Spies film. We are looking for the full name of these people.
Indeed.
You know who my favorite title character in a film is? Full Metal Jacket. I said Full Metal Jacket. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
I don't know when it's American Spy movie. I went Jack Reacher and Jason Bourne.
Let's go to Brigit.
I've never heard of this franchise. I didn't realize it was Jason Bourne. As
Jason Bourne is one of them. The other one is Jack Ryan.
I had to try it.
Now I know what the franchise is.
There you go.
I've
Nick,
never seen the movies.
Your next question comes in the category of Star Wars. What type of object does Han give to Rey just before they go to Maz Kanata's cantina in The Force Awakens?
Oh, geez.
So when they did the re-release of Jedi a few weeks ago, I'm dating this a bit, but I rewatched the original trilogy, and then I was feeling super spicy, so I rewatched the prequel trilogy, and now I just haven't gone to the sequels. But I do love this movie very much. 5. 4,
Yeah, but
3,
the ones that follow it, man.
1. Pens down. I like the second one fine. Let's go to Brandon.
A blaster.
And Brigit.
I can't remember. It's been a long week.
A blaster is correct. So we will move on to the next question in the category of Pixar. What is the name of the human whose head is the setting for the film Inside Out? If there was a film set in my head, it would just be a lot of sawdust.
Pizza.
Not much going on up here.
No thoughts. Head empty.
Some bacon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brigit.
I can answer this question. It's Riley.
And Brandon.
Riley.
Riley is correct. So it is 4-1. Brigit is on the board. What's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of DC. And the question is, which DC film features a villain whose father is a senator and uses his connections to get his son a job?
Won't you just get a job? You know that song? No? What are you drinking?
Water now, but you reminded me that yesterday I had this maple old fashioned.
Nice. Those are good. 2, 1. Pens down. They're better in Wisconsin. Come here. Let's go to Brandon.
It's a Batman v Superman.
And Brigit.
Shrug emoji.
The answer is Green Lantern. Green Lantern. Your next question is in the category of the MCU. Who directed Iron Man 2? Not to be confused with Iron Man 1 or 3.
Oh no.
What if you confused it with Fletch?
Well, then you would have the wrong answer, I'm sure. I don't know who directed Fletch, but 5, 4, 3, 2.
The Truman Show.
Pens down. Definitely not the Truman Show, but great movie. I just saw that for the first time a few weeks ago. Yeah, excellent film. Loved it. 5 out of 5. It was fantastic. Let's go to Brigit.
I think this is wrong, but Jon Favreau?
And Brandon.
Jon Favreau.
That is correct.
Slay.
So 5-2. What's next, Nick?
Your penultimate question comes in the category of YA. And your question is, what is the first name of Katniss's love interest who never competed in the Hunger Games series? I knew that, Nazar. I would have gotten that for 2 points.
Oh, yeah, no, but that was one of my big blind spot movies. Watched it, yeah, probably a month and a half
That's
ago.
a top 5 movie. That's one of my
it's
top
so
5.
good. I loved it.
Yep.
And now it's coming out on 4K, and I'm going to buy it again and watch it again.
It's like number 5, but it's in the top 5.
Yeah, it's great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
It's not PETA, it's the other guy.
And Brigit.
Gail Hawthorne, bastard.
I agree with that sentiment. Gail is correct. So Brigit cuts into that lead a little bit. It's now 5-3 as we get into your final question, which is in the category of Law and Order. And is Officer Carter works for the police department of what city in Rush Hour? Remember when I was in a Rush Hour situation?
I do, only I wouldn't call it much of a rush, Tim. No one seemed to be in a hurry to go anywhere.
No one was moving. We were just sitting there. And then I played terribly.
Yeah, I hated that, man.
That was not a good time. Congrats to the people that won, but
that was so boring.
We stank it up big.
I knew the first question, and then I was like, this sucks.
2-1 bets down. Let's go to Brigit.
Los Angeles?
And Brandon.
My city, Los Angeles.
That is correct.
Oh my gosh. I'm in Orange County. I actually just watched this movie for the first time the other night.
It's not that bad, actually.
So, best movie ever.
Brandon is in the lead 6-4, 2-point game. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. How's round number 2 going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Wizarding World, MCU, American Spies, YA, Middle Earth, Scores and Soundtracks, and Star Wars. Take it away, Tim Andy.
Okay, Brandon, I will bring in your manager, Nazario. Would you like to spin first or defer?
How you feeling? You want to go second?
Yeah.
Okay, defer.
All right, so Brigit, I will bring in your manager, Nazario. This is going to be
Looks like we're going first.
This is going to be your spin, Brigit.
Don't worry about it. You're probably going to get YA in the first spin. Fuck.
Well, you spin Scores and Soundtracks. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I would not recommend you keep that.
Spin again.
Okay.
Please.
Brandon's on opponent's choice, so I'll bring in Brandon's manager, Nazario.
You can sit out of this one if you want.
Yeah, we made the right choice by going second, Brandon.
Can I know her strengths so I don't make the same mistake I did in an unaired match?
Okay, she knows YA.
Okay, I was thinking we'll go Scores and Soundtracks.
Okay.
That's smart because, she'll respond on that.
All right, Nick, will you please go ahead and read Brigit her questions in Scores and Soundtracks?
Gladly, Brigit, are you prepared for your questions in the category of scores and soundtracks?
Yeah.
Your first question. Which James Bond film was composed by Hans Zimmer?
Let's go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Casino Royale, B, Skyfall, C, Spectre, or D, No Time to Die?
Casino Royale.
That is incorrect. Brandon, chance for a
Yeah.
1-point steal. Your options again are A, Casino Royale, B, Skyfall, C, Spectre, D, No Time to Die.
Go with No Time to Die.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. Brigit, your second question. Don Davis has how many has composing credits on how many films in the Matrix series?
Let's go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4?
3.
That's correct for 1 point.
Slay.
Brigit, your next question.
Okay.
What song does the character Jensen sing while disguised as a tech repairman in The Losers?
Let's go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Dream On, B, Don't Stop Believin', C, Another One Bites the Dust, or D, Home Sweet Home?
I want it to be Don't Stop Believin'. I don't know if that's right. Don't Stop Believin' is my final answer.
Wish granted. That is correct.
Yay! I've never seen that movie.
If you haven't seen that movie, at least go on YouTube and watch that scene. It's very good.
It's good.
Okay.
All right, Brigit, your penultimate question. Who composed the score for A Good Day to Die Hard?
Let's go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Marco Beltrami, B, Klaus Badelt, C, Michael Kamen, or D, Lorne Balfe?
B.
That is incorrect. Brandon, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Marco Beltrami, B, Klaus Badelt, C, Michael Kamen, or D, Lorne Balfe.
We'll go with C.
C is also incorrect. We're looking for A, Marco Beltrami. All right. So, Brigit, we'll move into your final question of scores and soundtracks. And your question is as follows. Which Star Trek actor sings the song Blue Skies at the beginning of the film Star Trek Nemesis?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, LeVar Burton, B, Brent Spiner, C, Michael Dorn, or D, Whoopi Goldberg?
LeVar Burton.
That is incorrect. Brandon, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, LeVar Burton, B, Brent Spiner, C, Michael Dorn, or D, Whoopi Goldberg.
Say Brent Spiner.
That is correct for a 1-point steal and the end of Brigit's round 2.
So Brigit gets her total up to 6, but Brandon with the steals is at 8. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, yeah.
Okay, so we'll bring back in the wheel and Brandon's manager, Nazario. This is going to be the spin for Brandon.
Good shit, guys. Let's go.
And it lands on YA.
Now you get fucking YA.
I mean, we do have a team named after YA, but I think I'll spin again.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair.
All right, listening to your manager, Nazario there.
She will probably steal everything.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's Middle Earth.
Good shit. Good luck.
All right, Brandon, I'll be giving you your questions in Middle Earth. Are you ready?
Yes.
Which Middle Earth film features 2 characters looking into a well that shows their potential future?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, 1978's The Lord of the Rings, B, The Return of the King, C, An Unexpected Journey, or D, the Fellowship of the Ring?
Say A.
A is correct. 1 point. All right, your second question. Which dwarf is played by Ken Stott in the Hobbit trilogy?
Multiple choice. I can't get those guys' names.
All right, your options are A, Feely, B, Keely, C, Balin, or D, Dwalin.
Say, go with B.
B is incorrect. Brigit, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Feely, B, Keely, C, Balin, or D, Dwalin?
I want it to be D, Dwalin. It's a fun word, fills the mouth. It's not correct. I don't care.
It is not correct. Yeah,
I don't know anything about Middle Earth.
C is correct. Balin. So, Brandon, your next question. In the Two Towers, Gandalf leaves Rohan in an attempt to find who?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Frodo, B, Theoden, C, Saruman, or D, Éomer.
On he goes. Saruman.
That is incorrect. Brigit, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Frodo, B, Theoden, C, Saruman, or D, Éomer?
Éomer?
That is correct for a 1 point steal.
Oh, sick.
All right. Brandon, your fourth question. In the Battle of the Five Armies, what type of transportation does the Master of Lake Town try to escape in during Smaug's attack?
I haven't seen this movie, but Lake Town seems like a boat, so I'm gonna go a boat.
That is correct.
Yes.
Context clues. All right. And Brandon, your final question in Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, the four hobbits go tumbling down a hill shortly after leaving the Shire because they were running from someone with what profession?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, horse breeder, B, mailman, C, farmer, or D, bartender.
Say mailman.
That is also incorrect. We will move over to Brigit for a 1 point steal. Is it A, horse breeder, B, mailman, C, farmer, or D, bartender?
D, bartender.
That is also incorrect. The answer is C, farmer. And sure,
I
there's
was going between the two in my head.
Nazario, of course.
They need mail.
In the Shire. They need mail. They get mail. They write each other letters. Get out of here. So at the end of Brandon's turn, he maintains the lead, gets his total up to 11 to Brigit's 7. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. How's round number 3 going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
Take it away.
Okay, first category you guys can bet points on is American Spies. Let's get bets starting with Brigit.
0.
Okay, and Brandon.
0.
Yep.
All right,
End
stats
of
only.
match.
Your question. In Jason Bourne, Heather Lee works for what government organization? This is one of those guess a government organization questions.
We love a 3-letter government organization.
Absolutely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brigit.
CIA.
And Brandon.
NSA.
CIA is correct. But no points bet, so nothing gained or lost. It is still 11-7. What's the next category, Nick?
Next category you can bet points on is Law and Order.
Let's get bets starting with Brandon.
0.
And Brigit.
0.
All right, another stats only. Nick, what's the question?
Question is, who plays Lorna Cole, the woman Riggs marries at the end of Lethal Weapon 4?
What are your 4 favorite Lethal Weapons?
A boat, a horse, carriage.
Yep.
And a 1968 Pontiac.
Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
Elizabeth Shue.
No. Brigit.
These categories make me sad.
No. The answer is Rene Russo. Rene Russo is the answer. So your next category you can bet points on is DreamWorks animation. Let's get bets starting with Brigit.
2 points.
All right, and Brandon.
Okay, was going to, but I got talked out of it. 0.
Okay, your question in the category of DreamWorks animation. What type of animal is Vern, the leader of the foragers in Over the Hedge? I have things I want to say, but I can't because they have to do with this film.
I like this movie.
I do too. 5.
I watched this a lot.
3,
when I was a kid.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Brigit.
Like a pixie kind of thing. I can't remember the exact name for it, but I can visualize the thing in my head.
And Brandon.
A squirrel.
And your winner, Brandon Cohen. The answer was turtle. Turtle. Vern is a turtle. Nick, thoughts on the match?
Great match, entertaining as always. Even when Brigit doesn't know the answer, I'm always curious to see just what's written on the other side of the board there. But Brandon showed a lot of strength. I think he had a rough going in his first match. Not the best showing. This one was definitely an improvement. So maybe Nazario will be a little nicer to him, and perhaps they will succeed as a team in the future now. But Brigit, always happy to see Brigit. And she played really well, bringing it that far into round 3, especially on getting opponent's choice.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with both of them today.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into post-match interviews. We'll start by talking to Brigit with her manager, Nazario.
Hey.
What were you thinking? Like a pixie thing? What was that?
It's been a few years since I've seen that movie.
Because they were mostly like regular animals. So I was like, what? The turtle was the correct one. It was Gary Shandling, I think, the voice.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a few years, but it's fine, and I'm glad that you appreciate whatever silly thing I write on my board. I live to entertain. And I also didn't have a lot of time.
You got a question correct that you did not even know you were gonna get correct.
So true.
If I knew you were that good at guessing, I would have told you to bet.
There were 3 or 4 times throughout the match today where you were just kind of like, "Oh, really? What I said was right." Okay.
Yeah. Is
it a skill?
I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I feel like that happens a lot where I get questions where I'm like, I have no idea, and then I answer it and it's right, and I'm like, wow, that's information that lives locked somewhere in a vault in my brain that I can't access of my own will and volition. So
I'm actually so proud of that level of skill that the day Brigit decides to study or even look up the categories, she's gonna be unstoppable.
I've been in finals. I didn't have time.
She said she watched Rush Hour.
Well, that was like a few weeks ago before I had no time.
That's fair.
Don't watch any of the sequels, though. I'm telling
you. I wasn't planning on it. I'm gonna be so honest. The first one was like okay, and I was like, that was mildly entertaining and a little bit racist, but
a little. It's very.
What do you? Yeah,
absolutely is.
Yeah. But Brigit, I think you did great today. We always love having you. We'll definitely see you again before year's end as we bring in our winner today, chalking up his first win. Mr.
Don't forget about his manager, Nazario.
Yes, his manager, of course. One could say
Brandon. You finally were able to beat up a woman. How do you?
I did it. I finally did it. Oh, no more nightmares of women just battering me.
Oh my god.
Also, I love Rush Hour. I hate racism though, but I love Rush Hour. I just want to put that out there.
It's a good statement.
Yeah,
I know the first one.
remember
The first one is when the Asian guy goes to the U.S. and the second one is when the guy from the U.S. goes to the Asian, right?
And then the third
What's
one,
the
they
third
both go
one?
to France.
Ah, they go to France.
Yeah,
Interesting.
this is talking Rush Hour with the boys.
Yeah, let me know when you.
Okay. I mean, I feel good. I
Go
feel
ahead,
much
Brandon.
better. I'll give a real answer now. I don't remember what the question was. But I'm getting more comfortable each match. Kind of just the type of questions. Finding I need to like branch out the Disney animation bucket a little bit more. So I need to start going forward, doing a little more research, or like pick another strength to kind of solidify.
Yeah, pick something like Bond because I'm not doing that. So we need that in the team.
There's way too many of those. I was thinking like there's 6 Middle Earth movies. That's good for me.
Do YA?
There's 3 Rush Hour. No, I don't want to do that either. I'll do fine for the team.
For the team.
There we go.
Guys, Brandon, congratulations! I knew we'd see you in the winner's circle eventually.
Eventually.
I'm happy you were able to do it today. We'll see you guys back as a team for sure. Tim, take it home.
Great match. Fun times had by all. Nazario is always entertaining. I agree with the Brigit statement of always wanting to know what's on her board after she writes something. It's always like the answer is like 4, and she's writing for like 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, well, that's it. And then Brandon getting the win. Yeah, it was great. It was a great match. I was glad to be here for it. Thank you to Nick for writing it. Thank you to the players and the manager. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time with another great match. Bye.
But again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.